So tonight I'm going to show you some more ways to sprout your nuts and seeds, a new way to eat them, which is fun and fast. So first of all, we're going to do a power drink. And there are power drink ideas in the cookbook. And it's a really good way to get your omega-3 and omega-6 oils first thing in the morning, and also your protein. That combination gives you a really good start in the morning. So it's so simple. You just put about a tablespoon of one of your omega-3 nuts in there. Omega-6. Those are almonds, but you can choose any one you want. And so variety is the spice of life. And then these are golden flax seeds. I kind of like the golden flax seeds better than the brown ones myself. And you just put a tablespoon of those, and they are omega what? 3, right. 3, that's right. Yeah. So, then you can do this in a blender or whatever, coffee grinder. I like this little magic bullet. I use it for so many things. So it's going to be a little noisy. We're just going to grind them up. Okay, and then just add water. That's to get them to start sprouting, right? Start that germination process. So this is just some purified water again. And it's actually, I use about half a cup, but I just always guesstimate it. One reason I like flax seeds as the omega-3 is because it makes it thick. You know, flax seeds get real gelatinous after you soak them overnight.
Were your seeds soaked?
No, this is doing the soaking.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just leave it out on the counter with this little grinder on it, and then in the morning you can add like a protein powder. One of the Way Cool is the one I'm using these days, but it's milk-based, so if you don't do well with milk, you wouldn't use that. There's also some rice protein powders. We'll taste it tomorrow night. And I like to put frozen bananas in it too. So, and maybe some, or one of the others I like with the Way Cool is cinnamon. Put like about a half a teaspoon of cinnamon in it and a frozen banana. Cinnamon is actually a really excellent herb. It's for spice. It's really good for diabetes. All right, blood sugar. Remember last night we ground up an omega-3 and an omega-6 nut and put some water in it? Well, I drank that this morning for breakfast, but I made some more this morning because really 12 hours is enough for them to sit out. So this one is almonds and flax seeds like we did last night. And this one is pecans and chia seeds. So they both are pretty gelatinous, which is the way I like it. And now we're going to add goodies to them. And I just told Colette, I don't always obey the rules. She asked me about putting fruit in this, and it's going to be mixed with protein. Somehow it works okay for me, but you know, you'll have to see if it works for you or not. I froze a couple bananas, and we're going to slice those up and put them in and blend them up. Everything echoes in here. But if you look in your cookbook, you'll see a lot of ideas for power drinks. And you can use all kinds of different nut combinations and fruit combinations if you want to. One of my favorite ones is what I call pumpkin pie power drink. I do some kind of nut seed combination and then add a yam that's been cooked, and some part of it, not the whole thing, of course, and like cinnamon and cloves and little nutmeg like you would with pumpkin pie. And I actually put a raw egg in it. Now you'll have to decide if you're up to eating raw eggs or not. But I always soak my eggs just like the vegetables in a peroxide solution. Dr. Meinig, who was also on the board of the Price Pottinger Nutrition Foundation and was a dentist, said that the bacteria are on the outside of the egg, so it should be okay to eat raw eggs. But the healthier the egg is, the better too, the better. Chickens get to eat a lot of green stuff. Well, usually it's in a food that has set out, like potatoes and that used with a potato salad that's set out at a picnic or something, because the germs have to grow a while to produce enough to make you sick. But yes, that's the common concern, is that it will cause some kind of bacterial poisoning. Excuse me, all right, and then, so we have our banana in here. Then I add some rice milk. It's going to be pretty thick, I think. The other thing I like to add is coconut milk, because then that gives you your saturated fat too, so you have your omega-3s and your omega-6 and your coconut and your saturated fat all in the same drink. This drink stays with you a long time. Keeps you satisfied. So again, we're going to be noisy. The other thing I do is put in some ground stevia leaves. Whole stevia like this is supposed to be good for diabetics, healing for them. I'm not so sure the white stevia is the same for diabetics. But
what about the stevia clear?
Yeah, it's been processed too, so I don't know how much it helps diabetics. Okay. And I usually blend everything up before I put in the protein, whatever protein I'm going to use. Especially whey protein, they say is kind of fragile as far as the immune promoting properties of it. And so they suggest not blending it for very long once you get it in here. made it, didn't it? Okay, in this one I put a chocolate rice protein. So it's gluten-free and vegetarian, if that appeals to anybody. And then in the other one, I'm going to put some cinnamon to spice it up a little bit too. And then the whey protein, which I don't have the container it came in, but it's called Whey Cool. And it's supposed to be a really healthy one. You know, I would love for my grandchildren to eat better. And so our 15-year-old grandson started running track and jumping high jump. And he was asking me about, you know, what to do to build his muscles up. So I thought, oh, good. So I got on the internet and found some articles for him, and you know, because he ate a lot of sugar. He was thinking that would help his muscles. But now and often didn't eat breakfast. So he's beginning to come around, you know. He's doing his protein shakes in the morning and taking protein bars. I would love for him to get, you know, more stuff that's not quite so processed. But anyway, it's progress, so you have to find what motivates people.
Yeah, I've been taking the whey protein for a month now. I mix it with yogurt. And take it with, and when I'm drinking that, I also take my B vitamins.
That sounds good. So, you guys can sample these if you want to. I'm going to put them over there, and you can get them whenever you want.